Manila Miracle. Philippine economy outpaces Asian giants. South China Sea standoff. Filipino Navy holds the line. Silicon Valley of the East. Tech unicorns emerge from the Philippines. These are today's headlines, November 14, 2025. The world is waking up to a new reality. The Philippines is rewriting its story. Once defined by struggle, now it's a nation of strength and momentum. International analysts are scrambling to understand this surge. But this wasn't sudden, it's the result of years of resilience and ambition. Over 115 million Filipinos are harnessing their greatest asset themselves. Young, dynamic, digitally connected, they're driving this transformation. Bold infrastructure projects are linking thousands of islands. Foreign investment is pouring in at record levels. This isn't a blip, it's a seismic shift in global economics and geopolitics. The stories are compelling. A fisherman's son launching a global tech startup, a remote village getting high-speed internet, a female naval officer commanding a patrol vessel. This is the new Philippines. From New York boardrooms to Beijing's government halls, the Philippines is the topic of conversation. Old perceptions are shattered. No longer just a labor source or tourist spot, it's now a strategic partner, manufacturing hub, and innovation center. The headlines are just the beginning. They signal a powerful fire burning beneath the surface. Tonight, we go beyond the headlines. We'll dive into the forces shaping Asia's next powerhouse. We'll get the facts and ask the tough questions. The Philippines is no longer a question mark. The only question now, how high will it rise? Stay with us as we uncover the real story. The world is watching, and so should you. How did we get here? This rise wasn't overnight. For years, the Philippines quietly laid the groundwork. Economic reforms, investments in education, and a foundation for growth. The world is noticing now because the results are impossible to ignore. At the core, a demographic dividend. The Philippines has one of Asia's youngest populations, median age just 25. This youth bulge means a massive, energetic workforce and a growing consumer market. Unlike aging societies, the Philippines is just getting started. Its demographic advantage will fuel growth for decades. Resilience is part of the story. Typhoons, earthquakes, political turmoil. The Filipino spirit always bounces back. Bayanihan, or communal unity, is now powering national development. This spirit is building industries, launching businesses, and pushing the nation forward. Consistent GDP growth has quietly outperformed neighbors. The services sector, especially business process outsourcing, is a world leader. This didn't happen by accident. It's the result of smart policy, private ambition, and Filipino talent. Piece by piece, the country built its strengths. Now those pieces are coming together. The Philippines is ready to take its place on the world stage. The quiet ascent is over. The world is finally listening. Let's talk numbers. The Philippine economy is on fire. Recent years have seen some of Asia's highest growth rates, and forecasts show no sign of slowing. This isn't just post-pandemic recovery. It's sustained, robust expansion. Driven by young consumers and massive infrastructure spending, the Build Better, More program is transforming the country. A burgeoning middle class is fueling a virtuous cycle. More demand, more businesses, more jobs. The Philippines is no longer just exporting talent. It's creating opportunities at home. Foreign investment is surging, with global companies moving manufacturing and regional HQs to the Philippines. Reforms have opened key sectors to foreign ownership, signaling the country is open for business. But it's not just big corporations. A vibrant startup culture is taking root. Young entrepreneurs are solving local problems and scaling globally, especially in fintech, e-commerce, and sustainable agriculture. Venture capital is flowing in, and innovation is everywhere. Growth is not just top-down, it's grassroots, built by a new generation of Filipino innovators. The economic engine isn't just running, it's roaring. The world is taking notice. The Philippines' transformation isn't just economic, it's strategic. Once focused on internal security, the armed forces are now modernizing fast. New frigates, fighter jets, and coastal defense systems mark a historic shift. The Philippines is building a credible deterrent and reasserting its sovereignty. The Navy and Coast Guard are more active than ever, patrolling and defending maritime rights. Revitalized alliances are key. The U.S. partnership is stronger than ever, with more joint exercises and intelligence sharing. New security ties with Japan, Australia, and South Korea create a network for a free and open Indo-Pacific. The human element matters. Filipino soldiers are highly motivated, training with the world's best and operating advanced equipment. There's a renewed sense of pride and purpose. This strength isn't about aggression, it's about stability. A stronger Philippines means a more balanced, secure region. The country is becoming a true security partner in Asia. The message is clear. The Philippines will defend its future. The region is watching, and so is the world. The Pacific has a new defender. Beyond traditional industries, the Philippine tech sector is booming. The digital archipelago is here. No longer just BPO, but a hub for software, game design, and animation. Filipino talent powers global video games and films. The startup scene is exploding with homegrown unicorns in fintech and e-commerce. Mobile payment systems and digital banks are driving financial inclusion for millions. E-commerce platforms connect farmers directly to consumers, boosting incomes and cutting out middlemen. What's driving this revolution? A young, tech-savvy population and rapidly improving infrastructure. Fifth-generation networks and fiber optics are bringing fast internet nationwide. Programmers on remote islands can now work for Silicon Valley firms. Government and private sector are investing in innovation hubs and tech parks. Universities are producing graduates with in-demand skills. The excitement is palpable. This feels like Silicon Valley in its early days. The digital archipelago is online, creative, and ready to compete. The Philippines is building a new engine of growth, one based on knowledge and ingenuity. To grasp the Philippines' rise, let's compare it to its neighbors. Vietnam, Indonesia, and Malaysia were once the region's stars. Not anymore. The Philippines is catching up and in some areas leading. Against Vietnam, the Philippines' English-speaking workforce makes it a natural hub for services and R&D. While Vietnam builds hardware, the Philippines designs software and manages customer experience. Compared to Indonesia, the Philippines' younger, more stable population is a demographic edge. Its legal and corporate structures are familiar to Western investors, making it attractive for foreign capital. Malaysia's growth has matured, but the Philippines is in rapid catch-up mode with higher potential returns. The sense of dynamism and possibility is stronger here. The Philippines is the hungry underdog, learning from its neighbors and forging its own path. It combines demographic power, a services economy, and deep creativity. The region's new tiger cub is on the move. The world is starting to notice. A nation's power is measured by its friends, and the Philippines is building strong alliances. The U.S. partnership is being modernized for new threats, from cybersecurity to maritime security. The Mutual Defense Treaty is more relevant than ever. Strategic partnerships with Japan and Australia are deepening, with new patrol vessels, infrastructure investment, and defense cooperation. The Philippines is weaving a web of security relationships for a safer region. Economically, it's a key ASEAN member, pushing for deeper integration and signing major trade deals like RCEP. New free trade agreements with the EU and others diversify its economy and boost resilience. Even with China, the relationship is pragmatic, firm on sovereignty, open to dialogue and trade. China remains a major trading partner and investor. The Philippines is mastering the balancing act, defending its interests while seizing opportunities. This sophisticated foreign policy signals a nation coming of age. The world stage is set, and the Philippines is stepping up. The world is watching a new player emerge. To understand this transformation, listen to the people. Maria Santos, once destined to work abroad, now leads a software team in Manila thanks to a government scholarship. Her story is echoed by a generation whose future is at home, not overseas. Commander Reyes of the Philippine Navy recalls feeling helpless against foreign vessels. Now he patrols the West Philippine Sea with pride and purpose. David Lim, a young Cebu entrepreneur, connects local artisans to global buyers, preserving culture and creating jobs. We're not just selling products, we're selling stories, he says. These are more than anecdotes, they're the faces of a nation in motion. Across the archipelago, call center agents save to open coffee shops, engineers build new subway lines, and communities embrace possibility. The cynicism of the past is fading. The real engine of change is the collective will of 115 million Filipinos. They're tired of being underestimated. They're ready to show the world what's possible. This is the story of a nation reborn. It's not just about numbers, it's about people. Every story is a data point with a human face. The Philippines is rising, one dream at a time. The world should listen. The future is being written here. Why should you care about the Philippines' rise? 3 reasons: geopolitics, economics, and values. Geopolitics. The Philippines sits at the heart of the Indo-Pacific, bordering the vital South China Sea. A strong, stable Philippines anchors regional security and upholds a rules-based order. Economics. The country is a new engine of global growth, a massive consumer market, and a frontier for investment. As other economies mature or decline, the Philippines offers youthful dynamism and opportunity. Ignoring this market is no longer an option for global businesses. Values. The Philippines is a vibrant democracy with a free press and active civil society. Its success proves that freedom and development can go hand in hand. In an era of rising authoritarianism, the Philippines' story is a victory for democracy. The world needs to pay attention. The 21st century is being written in Asia, and the Philippines is authoring a thrilling new chapter. This is a nation finding its voice and claiming its place in the world. The headlines are just the beginning. The main event is now. The world would be wise to watch and listen.